So the top 10 of the absolute most important things you need for a professional portfolio. The first thing is you have to focus on a niche. This is the absolute most important thing. Because look, for example, here, this guy, Jan Elsen on Behance, awesome guy, check them out. And you see an exact focus on the niche, like of cosmetics, beauty products, perfumes and all that stuff. So like this beauty niche, you know. So like, you know, or the client better knows exactly that he's the expert in that field. So when the client sees his portfolio, you know, he knows exactly that he's the expert in this niche and he can help him with his beauty company. Because like another example is like something like that. Someone who just does everything, like architectural, like products, like characters, game assets, beverages, electronics, like graphics, you know, like this is stupid, you know, because like there's absolutely no clear understanding of what this person is doing. And if this person sends like to a client like his portfolio link, for example, like an iPhone case company, you know, and like the client opens his portfolio, he will click immediately away from it because, you know, it doesn't make sense at all. It has like no structure, no, again, clear focus. And again, like, you know, like this guy has really problems to improve his skills because he has to learn like 10 different things. Like what you learn in architectural stuff is different from products, is different from characters, is different from game assets, you know. So you have to focus on one. It's better for you. You will learn so much faster. You will get so crazy fast good results if you focus on one thing, because you start to understand it like deeply, you know. It's better for the client because like he instantly know what are you good at and that you can help him. For example, if you have only iPhone cases or like product accessories, you know, and you reach out to him. And also like specialists, experts get 10 times more money than generalists, because I know like in this 3D space, there are so many 3D generalists. In my opinion, like it's bullshit, because if you do it like 5 or 10 years and you go like from beauty products to architectural visualization to beverages and you master that field, of course, like over time you build like a experience of like a lot of stuff. But as a beginner, you know, like then you will end up somewhere like on Fiverr where you just do like work for $50 or $100 or something like that, because journalists are paid that way. But if you're an expert, also you can target just like the client, the market so much better, because you just know exactly what you are doing and who your customer is, you know, and you can get 10, 20 times more money for that. Also that example, look, just think about it. This guy, you know, like Adam Stansfield, like he knows exactly to who reach out to manufacturers like of watches. Or for example, other way around, like I am selling like a watch, you know, and I need like a product animation, like to just like increase my sales. And I type in like on Behance, you know, and I find this guy and I find this guy. Like I don't even think 1 second about to search for someone else after seeing him, you know, because I know this is the guy for me to solve my problem, you know, so focus. And also you have then a halo effect. And the halo effect is the phenomenon where we assume that because people are good at doing A, that we will also be good at doing B, C, and D. So with A, it's meaning like niche, focus, expertise. It is a well-researched area of psychology, but it's not a concept that is spoken about nearly enough in business, and especially in freelancing, and even more especially in 3D. So that means, for example, a little personal story, like I'm focusing mostly like electronic products. And it was so often that at one point, for example, someone reached out to me where I only have like electronic products on my portfolio. And someone reached out to me with like sneakers and he wrote something like, yeah, oh, we saw your portfolio, you're an expert like in electronics, can you do also like the sneakers renders for us? I didn't have like not one product render of a sneaker, but he thought because I'm good at one field that automatically I will be just good in general in 3D and I can do everything, you know? Crazy. Second thing, you have to pick your right professional platform, because there is like really just two options. Like it's your website. If you have one, I definitely suggest that, because comes with perks like business email and like all that stuff. Or Behance, if you don't have like the time or knowledge to build like a website, which is very easy. like just put your work on Behance, because then you can also be found by Google or by clients, like especially Behance is like also like a search engine. And don't put your portfolio on some weird site that no one knows about and it's just sketchy, you know, because I never click on links if I don't know what the site is about, you know. And so crazy important, quality over quantity. Just have a look at this. Like this guy, you know, you instantly see he just does tutorials and just practice and plays a little bit around, and he puts everything what he's like doing as a practice on his portfolio. But never do this. You do this practice, it's extremely important, of course, and do tutorials, but you do it for yourself. But look, this is zero quality, you know, and like think about your portfolio as like an Apple store, because what is an Apple store doing? It's showcasing their best products. So iPhones, iPads, MacBooks and all that stuff. So think the same way as your business, freelance business. Like your portfolio is an Apple store, and what you showcase is your product, and your product is your service, and your service are your 3D skills that you provide to clients, to prospects, to agencies, companies with which you solve problems. So present them like in the best possible way. And again, think about Apple Store, you know, they don't have like 50 products. They have like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 or 5 like in the Apple stores. So they just curate and create like the best products and only present them. So when you create like a Behance project, put different angles, like here exploded view, like with environment, you know, like different aspect ratio, different angles, like combine it like with other stuff, make it like awesome, make it like an experience, make it amazing, you know. And don't do these mistakes. They are like 1 billion mistakes what you could do like for a portfolio, but just like a few. Like what is really the most stupid thing I think of all of them is if someone asks you, or if you ask someone like, or do you have like a link to your portfolio? And he sends you like a Google Drive or Dropbox link. Like, this is really stupid, you know, because like I have to click on that, then I have to download it. Then if it's like 5-6K renders, like they have to load. And generally, like if someone sends me like Google Drive, Dropbox, it's again like just a mess. It's like just hundreds of any images which are not put and presented and showcases in a beautiful way, you know? This is stupid. Or just like a weird PDF, or again, like this weird website, you know? Again, like no focus on a niche when you have like all kinds of stuff, like no quality. And one thing is also extremely important, make your project, when you showcase your work, make it interesting with insights. We will cover that in one of the next points. And no structure, no messy. And also, what if you are using already website and Behance, and you know that's your goal, that clients, prospects will come to your portfolio and you want to convert them like into leads, into paying customers, you need a CTA, you need a call to action to put at the end, you know, to guide them like further. And here's the thing, like just a personal thing, like I had some job to do and I wanted to outsource like the modeling, and I posted it on CG Trader, and then yeah, like 1 million people write me, I can do that, all that stuff. And yeah, like what he wrote is completely wrong and all that stuff, but like he sends me like files, like PDFs, like here, like I have to download it, I have to watch it, I have to waste time, I have to waste space on my hard drive, I have to delete it. Like when I get something like that, like I don't even read, I like it cost me 1 second to go to the next one. So yeah, that's stupid. Stand out with creativity. Like if you're doing beauty products, for example, what you see very often, I'm sure that it's just like a backdrop with just a product. Yes, like a lot of clients want this, but again, it's your portfolio, it's your Apple store. You want to showcase all of your skills, your creativity, and it should make you interesting and the client buy. Like combine the products that you're doing in your niche with like environment that is appropriate for the scene. Like here, the beauty product, just some plants, you know, like make it smooth, like beautiful colors. Just like think about like a woman 35 years old in a plane opens a magazine and a cosmetic beauty magazine, and she saws your render and she just want to buy the product. Like think like that, you know. Or the same with like gaming chair. Don't make just gaming chair renders with white backdrop or something in an empty room. Like think about the kids that are playing like PlayStation, playing like, I don't know, PC games or something like that. And you create like a room or something with RGB and dark and everything looks punchy and the kids like, oh yeah, I need the chair and all that stuff, you know? So think like that way. Again, like those are renders, like for me, like before I did product rendering, and I highly suggest that you are doing product renderings because most money, fastest results, easy and fast to learn. But before that, I did like environments and I experimented a little bit with 3D around, but I liked like nature and all that stuff. So I put that like into like, I combined it with the products, you know. So important also like insights, because like a lot of projects on a portfolio, it's just render. Like if that's even that's already good. But like with insights, like post some screenshots, you know, like show the client, the prospect, that you are the expert with like inside screenshots. Like, of course, I understand the client doesn't understand like anything about like materials and like your 3D software and all that stuff. But it just makes, again, more interesting and just showcase that you're more expert. Because for the client, that looks, I can guarantee it to you, that looks for the client like you're building like a spaceship or something, you know? So that's like a cool thing. Or post like clay wireframe renders. It just shows that you are like into that field, like, and it's really your work, you know? And show your skill sets. Perfect example. Before you are doing, for example, now product rendering, you did before like graphic design and did like Amazon graphics, like infographics and lifestyle images and all that stuff. Combine it with the product. Like that will raise your price so much because you can sell yourself and your service to the product, that you're not only just doing 3D product renderings, but you can already package them like into amazing like lifestyle images, infographics and all that stuff. And the client just needs to give you the money. You do all of the work. He can upload it on Amazon and make his money and you get the money, you know? It's amazing. Like combine those things. And don't get stuck in paralysis by analysis, because I see so often that, especially when it comes to website, there are like 1 trillion billion possibilities of plugins, themes, designs and all that stuff. People want to create like a fancy website with fancy, I don't know, functions, programming, I don't know, plugins and all that stuff. But again, think about the prospect, the clients, they absolutely don't care if you don't want to sell them like a website. You want to sell them like your art or 3D work or design or something like that, you know? So they only care about those skills. So don't get stuck in like, or creating like the Apple-like website. It has to be like perfect and all that stuff. Create a simple website, about me section, your portfolio, that's it, you know, and just like put your projects into it, like present them well, showcase them well, and yeah. And also, like, the most stupid thing is if someone sends you like a Google Drive or Dropbox link or something like that. The second craziest thing that there is on this world is that people don't share their portfolio, like their Apple store, like their service on like a LinkedIn or something, because, you know, like I always reach out to people to connect with them, to bring them into our like ultimate 3D community where I teach exactly all that, and we grow awesome community together. You know, like I go on this profile of these people because they write something like 3D artists or 3D freelance and product visualization. But then I can't find the portfolio link and they don't have any links. I absolutely just don't understand it, because like if you have LinkedIn, you have like this contact info, you can put even your link, you know, and put on your website, like your link, your website or your Behance project. On Instagram, like your website again, or Behance, or if you have like a lot of different stuff, just put everything on Linktree and put the Linktree onto that. Because like if think about the client finds you and he's interested in you, but okay, give him 10 seconds, you know, but if he don't find in 10 seconds like any link to your portfolio or something, that's what makes this the most important thing, then he will just get to the next one, you know. So those 10 tips are extremely important, but of course, like I scratched just like the surface. If you really want to get like really deep and build your freelance business like really as a full-time business, not as a hobby, then you can join my premium Ultimate 3D membership. And here you have your Ultimate 3D portfolio guide, and it's like 3 parts. And everything what I talked about, we go like into absolute detailed step-by-steps and like templates and how those projects really should look. And just like The general video, like an introduction, is like 1 hour 36. Then we will plan your first Behance project, or like we will sketch it out, what has to go in, like which insights, what is in CTA, like how to present and showcase it. That's 50 minutes. And then at the end, we will execute it and put it like on Behance with everything that we've built out, and that part is alone 1 hour 30. And you will get like all the cheat sheets, like templates, like mock-ups, how to create exactly the project and upload it to Behance. So yeah. But in any way, with these 10 tips that I shared you today, you can already improve better your portfolio better than 95 of other people. And once you have your portfolio, check out that next video where I will teach you exactly how to find and reach out then to clients with your portfolio and get those high-paying clients. But first thing is, of course, build your portfolio and check this second video out. I hope you liked it. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and see you in the next one.